वातावरणातील झालेचे असतात. प्रत्येक सॉक्स वेगवेगळे ह्याच्यावर हे सॉक्स या शूजसाठी त्याच्यासाठी ते हे वाले सॉक्स याच्यावर आता त्यांचे सॉक्सच नाही. विचित्र वाटतं का असं?
हा ओपनच ठेवायला पाहिजे असं हे लॉक है ना.
शूट करतायत त्याला शूट
करतायत हे चांगलं वाटतं शूज.
क्या मनोज भाई तो बढ़िया.
चार्जर लावून काय ते कॅमेरा लावायचं असलं
आपल्याला वॉकी देणार आहे ना. मच्छर कितना बजे तक करेंगे? 6 बॉडी माइक पे जाके हेलो हेलो बोलो.
हॅलो
हॅलोच्या पुढे कल भी है इसका 8 तारीख तक. कल मैं अकेला ही था.
मैम
India Radar Meteorology Conference, iRAD, is an initiative.
नरेंद्र ऑन कर
Ladies and gentlemen, our honorable guests are arriving. May I request everyone to rise and welcome them with a big round of applause. Everyone, kindly be seated.
सर सर प्लीज
ऑल्सो करो तुम लोग यार, लगा के बैठ गए हो सब लोग। हेलो
आ रहा है।
May I request Honorable Secretary, Ministry of Earth Sciences, Dr. M. Ravichandran, Dr. M. Mohapatra, Director General of Meteorology, India Meteorological Department, Professor A.P. Deanry, Director, Indian Institute of Geomagnetism, Professor V. Chandrasekhar, Honorary Chair, Colorado State University, Shri S.G. Kamble, Head Regional Meteorological Center, Mumbai, IMD, Shri Gajendra Kumar, Convener, iRAD 2025 and Head Upper Air Instrument Division, IMD, to please come on to the dais and occupy the distinguished chairs. Thank you, sir.
बोलिए।
नमस्कार, गुड मॉर्निंग। मैं अर्पिता रस्तोगी, मौसम विभाग परिवार की ओर से आज के इस सुहाने दिन में आपका हार्दिक अभिनंदन करती हूँ। India Radar Meteorology Conference, iRAD, is an initiative of the Ministry of Earth Sciences with the aim to promote the research and to provide a platform for an interaction between students, research scientists, radar engineers and operators on radar meteorology in India. The first conference of iRAD was organized in 2017 by IIT Kharagpur, and further in every consecutive year, iRAD was organized by NARL in 2018, IITM Pune and IMD jointly in 2019, IIT Madras in 2020, IIT Bhubaneswar in 2022, and last conference was organized by IIT Indore in 2024. As a part of India Meteorological Department's 150th year of celebration of dedicated service to the nation, various events are being organized and executed. In connection to the ongoing celebrations during 2024-25, 7th edition of conference is being organized by India Meteorological Department, aiming to continue the legacy by bringing together experts, researchers and professionals to share their knowledge and experiences in radar meteorology and its diverse applications. हमारी संस्कृति में अच्छे काम की शुरुआत दीपक जलाकर की जाती है। कार्यक्रम को आगे बढ़ाते हुए अब मैं आदरणीय अतिथियों से अनुरोध करती हूँ कि वो दीप प्रज्वलन कर कार्यक्रम का शुभारंभ करें।
शुभम तू कंटिन्यू टाकना।
धन्यवाद सर। मैं माननीय अतिथियों से अनुरोध करूंगी कि वो अपना स्थान ग्रहण करें। We will start the inaugural function by welcoming and presenting bouquets to dignitaries. I am pleased to welcome Dr. M. Ravichandran, Secretary, Ministry of Earth Sciences. It is a pleasure to have you with us, sir. I will request Dr. M. Mohapatra to welcome Dr. M. Ravichandran by presenting a bouquet. Hearty welcome, sir. We are delighted to have you here.
Thank you.
I am India General of Meteorology, Dr. M. Mohapatra. I would request Shri S.G. Kamble to welcome Dr. M. Mohapatra. A very warm welcome to you, sir.
Look here, sir.
I cordially welcome Professor A.P. Jindal, Direct Magnetism. Shri S.G. Kamble to welcome Professor A.P. Jindal. Hearty welcome to you, sir. It is my privilege to welcome Professor V. Chandrasekhar, Colorado State University. I would request Shri Gajendra Kumar to welcome Professor V. Chandrasekhar. Sir, we are extremely happy to have you here today. Welcome to the event.
Thank you, sir.
I am elated to welcome Shri S.G. Kamble, Head Regional Meteorological Center, Mumbai IMD. I would request Shri Gajendra Kumar to welcome Shri S.G. Kamble.
Yes.
A very warm welcome to you, sir. I am pleased to welcome Shri Gajendra Kumar, Convener iRAD 2025 and Head Upper Air Instrument Division, IMD. I would request Shri A.G. Rangraj to welcome Shri Gajendra Kumar. A very warm welcome to you,
Sir, look here. Thank you, sir.
I again welcome all invited guests, keynote speakers from various eminent institutions and organizations, delegates, distinguished colleagues, and friends from industry, ladies and gentlemen present in this auditorium, and extend my thanks for being part of this. Music has a unique way of capturing the essence of an event. And what better way to immerse ourselves in the spirit of this occasion than with our own theme. Ladies and gentlemen, presenting IMD's theme song.
वंदे, मौसम विभाग वंदे। हम हर मौसम पढ़ने वाले, मानव जीवन के रखवाले। वसुधा परिवार हमारा है, मौसम विज्ञान सहारा है।
पृथ्वी की गतियों का विधान, ऋतुओं का शाश्वत संविधान।
जलवायु और पर्यावरण के परिवर्तन का ध्यान।
आपदाओं से हो सतर्क सब IMD अभियान।
ये मौसम ज्ञान पुरातन, नवल विज्ञान प्रभावन।
जल थल अंबर हर गांव नगर, पर्वत घाटी जंगल सागर। जीते हम संग फिजाओं के, लाते संदेश हवाओं के।
सहयोगी मित्र किसानों के, जन जीवन की मुस्कानों के। कर्तव्य निष्ठ मौसम प्रहरी, जन सेवा में आस्था गहरी।
करते अध्ययन तूफानों के, नव चक्रवात अनुमानों के।
जन धन जीवन रहे सुरक्षित, मंथन अनुसंधान। मानवता के लिए समर्पित मौसम का विज्ञान। मानसून संज्ञान,
ज्ञान पुरातन, अमर वरदान सुहावन।
वैदिक संस्कृति का नव विहान, ऋषि चाणक्य का अर्थ ज्ञान। कवि कालिदास के मेघदूत, आदित्य प्रभा के अग्रदूत।
मौसम उपग्रह का दिग्दर्शन, ऋतु चक्र प्रवर्तन विश्लेषण।
भारत के स्वर्णिम कल के लिए, शुचि मन में दृढ़ संकल्प लिए।
साक्षी समृद्ध विरासत के, हम गौरव प्यारे भारत के।
पूर्व पश्चिम उत्तर दक्षिण, शुभ कर्म योग संधान। सीमाओं के पार हमारी करुणा की पहचान। सहयोगी गुणगान,
मौसम ज्ञान पुरातन, अमर विज्ञान पुरातन। मौसम विभाग वंदे, मौसम विभाग वंदे। मौसम विभाग वंदे, मौसम विभाग वंदे।
Moving further after this melodious theme song, may I please call upon Shri Gajendra Kumar, convener iRAD 2025, to deliver welcome address and opening remarks.
Good morning, everyone. First of all, I welcome Dr. Felicitation, Secretary MOE, Dr. Mahapatra, DG IMD, Professor Chandri, Dr. IIG, Professor Chandrasekhar, Professor Colorado University, Dr. Amle, our local house, and all the participants and all the senior scientists and officials who has come to attend this function. And it's my great pleasure to welcome all of you at the 7th edition of iRAD conference as the 7th one. And I have the privilege of serving as a convener. So really I feel that this conference will give an opportunity to all the researchers and all the awesome working meteorology to great opportunity, a lot of scope and emerging technology. In India also we have taken up a lot of investment in the radar. Right now IMD has 39 radar network and also we have now coming up with some around 34 new radars in the next year. And also IMD has the plan for Mission Mosam. So some more new, around more than 50 radars will be coming. So that will be making the figure to more than 100. So with this, these great numbers of radars coming in India, also there is a lot of responsibility to create the capacity building to aware people more about radar meteorology and do more research work and also operational work in the department on, for increasing the performance of the department, like improvement in the weather forecast and warming. So that is the purpose of this iRAD conference, so that to have more people, more knowledge on the this radar meteorology. With this words, I welcome all of you again. Thank you all.
Thank you, sir, for your stimulating speech. Professor V. Chandrasekhar has made pioneering contributions in the area of polarimetric radar observations of the atmosphere. He has contributed significantly to the areas where weather, radar, and applications to atmospheric sciences. May I now take this opportunity to invite Professor to address the August gathering.
Because there is a need to, there are a lot of radars coming, and radar meteorology is a very important topic, and then it's emerging. And I've been working with a lot of people, and I'm actually really totally heartened to see Professor G.S. Butt here. He's one of the persons I used to hang around a lot and actually spend time in residence and teaching radar meteorology courses in Indian Institute of Science. And of course, you know, Indian Institute of Science is full of smart people. So you don't need national level engagement to get them involved. But then we wanted to scale it up. And then people like him and others at other IITs, and they basically said, look, we have to get it into a cycle and with respect, with national level engagement, just like AMS and AGU. And all the secretaries of the previous ministries, they also, and DGs, everybody said that. But again, you know, like somebody used to tell, all the people were egging on, but finally there was one monkey that was willing to jump over the ocean, that was Hanuman. So like that, I somehow, everybody was pushing me from behind, and then, so I decided to play what do you call, behind the scene role. And then we started this series, and if you can see the dates, it is being run very professionally with discipline, just like AMS and AGU. It follows the same schedule, and it has a mass appeal, and people look forward to it. Look at the calendar. It's always held in the first few weeks of January, just like, and just to know how much I give importance to this meeting, parallelly there is a AMS annual meeting going on, and I have many papers. I decided to skip that and come here. So let's see, how do I go to the next slide in this? So I want to take this opportunity, though I'm only a cheerleader, we need a local person to really set this up. Of course, the most difficult task is doing the first one. There is Professor Jayanarayanan here from IIT Kharagpur. Can you please stand up? And he hosted the first meeting. And the difficulty was everything, if you do the first meeting, everything has to be invented from the beginning for the first time. So I'm glad he is still around and here to support. And then the next meeting is Dr. T. Narayan Rao. Can you please stand up? And then he ran that. The third meeting is Dr. Panditurai. One good thing is you can see who is who in radar in this country. They are coming together to show this and then show enthusiasm. And then the next one was IIT Madras. I know he is coming. He told us, and Professor Balaji Narasimhan from IIT Madras. And he is, you will see him this afternoon. He co-hosted the next one. The next one is Dr. Ramanujam from IIT Bhubaneswar. And this was a COVID conference. Just like the rest of the world, we ran a conference online. Unfortunately, he is not here because he had a tragedy person inside his family. But the good news is that he has volunteered to host the thing in person for the next cycle of iRAD. That's another habit we have. Before the previous iRAD closes, we actually make the determination where the next iRAD will be. So far, we have never had a shortage of volunteers, and then it's which means the conference has received prestige. And of course, the next one, I know he's here, or he's supposed to be here, Professor Saurabh Das from IIT Indore. Is he here? He's coming to the conference. A lot of his students are here. And then, of course, none other than Mr. Gajendra Kumar, who is hosting this conference. Please stand up. And it's been a pleasure working with him. And as they say, we always tell him that your job is to run the trains on time, and etc., etc. So with this, it's really a great pleasure to see this conference. It's in what is called as a self-sustaining mode. Just this morning, we had talked about we get instruments, and then we make it work for a few years, and then does it get into a self-sustaining mode? I really feel happy because of the help of all the participants, the audience, and the scientific community, and the, as we call in the US, upper administration. The conference has gone into a self-sustaining mode, and thank you. I want to... Oh yeah, so one of the key features of, see, this is how I get support. If I make mistakes, there are no hesitation to correct me. One of the key feature of this Radar Meteorology Conference is organizing short courses. So of course, we have organized short courses in a lot of institutes like Indian Institute of Science and IIT Kharagpur, NARL. But then as part of the conference, we organize short courses. And these are serious courses. This is not like going to concert. And one more thing that is happening is since the conference is getting prestige, so there is a select book of papers that is being considered. That's another experiment we are running to publish it in a peer-reviewed volume. And Saurabh Das is in the final stage of getting all the papers reviews done. It will be published in a Springer volume as I think it's Springer Nature, and it will come out, and it's in the last stages because the whole review process takes a year. So this will soon become a standard thing. That's to keep on increasing the prestige level of the conference. But of course, the prestige level of the conference doesn't happen unless it has support from bottom up, which is from all the participants, and top down, which is from the administration. So I want to thank everybody. I'm just a catalyst in between, running around, jumping up and down and cheering up, that's all. And I also want to take a few minutes to thank Dr. Tyagi, who has been a constant source of support from background. You got to do this, you got to do this. How we will get human resource, manpower? You have to do this, you have to do, he'll keep on telling me. And as part of this, of course, I've also hosted a lot of people like Dr. Raghavan and everything. So I think I'll stop here, otherwise I'll take other people's time. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for an inspiring speech. IMD operates and maintains Doppler weather radar consisting of 39 SCNX band DWRs all over India. Radars of IMD are being used for detection of rainfall, hailstorm, thunderstorms, and for tracking of cyclonic storms. A web-based application data supply portal has been developed by IMD. This application is intended to manage and fulfill online numerous radar data requests from various categories of users. Let's move ahead with launch of Data Supply Portal. I request Dr. M. Ravichandran, Secretary MOES, to launch Data Supply Portal.
Welcome to the new Weather Radar Data Supply Portal. At present, there are 39 Doppler weather radars in the network of IMD. Now users can instantly check the availability of weather radar data and obtain the radar data without any hassle. Users need not to manually request data through emails and also need not to wait for responses. The new portal is a significant step towards digital transformation, reflecting IMD's effort of revolutionary step towards streamlining radar data access to citizens of India in line with the Digital India initiative.
Thank you, sir. Proceeding further, a book of submitted abstracts for iRAD 2025 has been prepared, highlighting works and studies by various researchers in different radar fields. I would request dignitaries on dais to kindly release the book of abstracts for iRAD 2025. Thank you, sir. Now, we will proceed with release of book Multi-Scale Precipitation Variability Over the Tropics, New Insights from Observations and Modeling by Dr. Partha Sarthi Mukhopadhyay, Indian Institute of Science, Education and Research, Pune. This study examines the new paradigm in understanding and modeling tropical meteorology, analyzes recent discoveries in multi-scale cloud and precipitation that will provide new insights about tropical cloud and precipitation physics and dynamics, provides an innovative approach to representing tropical clouds in numerical models that will help readers understand the latest breakthroughs in the presentation of tropical clouds in numerical models. May I now request dignitaries on dais to kindly launch the book. I would also request Dr. Partha Sarthi Mukhopadhyay to kindly come upon the stage. Thank you, sir.
So, just I want to thank secretaries and DGM and iRAD conveners for launching the book. This is a flyer. Okay? Because of the end of year vacation, book is getting printed. It will be hard copy available in the coming week. So this is a flyer, but soft copy is available. One can count. Thank you. Thank you, sir.
Congratulations, sir. Moving further, Sri Saundararajan Raghavan was a legendary figure in India meteorology. renowned for his pioneering contributions to radar meteorology. He joined the India Meteorological Department in 1953 and dedicated over 36 years to the organization, retiring in 19 of IMD's southern region. Sri Raghavan was instrumental in advancing radar meteorology in India, transitioning from analog to modern dual polarization radars. His seminal work, Radar Meteorology, is an authoritative text in the field, alongside his 1991 IMD Forecasting Manual, Weather Radar, as an aid to forecasting. His research, encompassing over 70 papers in Indian and international journals, has left a lasting operational impact on IMD, particularly in cyclone tracking and disaster management. In honor of late Sri S. Raghavan, a commemorative volume has been compiled by Dr. Ajit Tyagi in association with South Asian Meteorological Association. I would request dignitaries on dais to kindly release the commemorative volume in honor of late Sri S. Raghavan. May I also request Dr. Ajit Tyagi to please come upon the stage. धन्यवाद सर. Sir, Ajit Tyagi sir, would you like to say a few words?
I am really thankful for the organizers for releasing this volume, and this wouldn't have been possible without the contribution made by many of you who are present here. He is in fact a true Karma Yogi, a Bhishma Pitama of Indian radar community, and his work, what inspired me was that after his retirement in 1990, the work he has done in promoting meteorology in the country is remarkable. Most of us are confined and during our service tenure only, but thereafter he upgraded himself until the last breath on 4th or 5th of February. He continued to promote meteorology, including the iRAD, which was happening in Chennai in February 2020. So that he is a great personality. I was fortunate when I took over at DGM and the modernization of IMD was taking place. His I think guidance and support to IMD was remarkable. And in all the training workshop, be it in Vizag or Hyderabad or Chennai, he volunteered to be there. Also the workshops, training workshops. So he was a remarkable personality, a true Karma Yogi, and he not only in meteorology but allied sciences. Till last he was talking about air pollution. He donated money, really philanthropic, to the India Met Society to have awards for the radar meteorology and air pollution. Also, he started the Veterans Meteorological Club in Chennai, of which many of the veterans are the member. For 27 years, he supported and enriched the radar community and the other meteorological community in Chennai and all over the country. So truly, he is inspiring, and many of these iRAD personalities which were shown here have been groomed by him. So that's another part, that the next generation of the meteorologists were groomed. He was also institution builder, like NARI, QSAT, IIC. He extended support to whoever wanted. In fact, I came to know that he used to travel on his own expenditure to the QSAT coaching, to take classes in QSAT. So that's a great personality. and we are just paying our respect and honor and continue his legacy to inspire the young iRAD participants. So this is the right occasion. Please know more about him through these various tributes which have been played by the eminent people, many of who are here, and I am sure it will inspire not only you but the coming generations. Once again, I am thankful to DG, Gajendra and Rangaraj for providing support in bringing this volume in the right shape, befitting to his honor, and also the Secretary MOS for releasing it today. Thank you.
I got permission to add one sentence. There is a special connection between Mr. Raghavan and this conference. And he was very dedicated to this conference, and he used to contribute in some form or other. And the last time that he died, the conference was in Madras, Chennai. And he was supposed to give a talk, he couldn't come. He had planned on giving a talk online. This was before COVID. But so many people had come from Delhi to give him an award, but he died right in the middle of the conference. So he died right when all the radar meteorologists had convened in Chennai. So that was very special and sad in some way. So instead of giving him the plaque, they went to his house and then put the garland, and then in the Chennai conference, we had a live obituary. So, thank you.
May I now take this opportunity to invite Professor A.P. Jimri, Director IIG, a well-known atmospheric scientist and former professor, Jawaharlal Nehru University, to address the August gathering with special speech.
Very good morning to all of you. Warm welcome to 7th Conference in Radar Meteorology. Professor Felicitation, Professor Chandrasekhar, Dr. Kamble, Legend, Professor Bhatt, Ajit and many friends. It gives me immense pleasure to host this prestigious event in Radar Meteorology at IIG, 7th Conference in Radar Meteorology. The iRAD 2025 is a momentous occasion that happening to mark glorious 150 years of legacy of the Indian Meteorological Department carries. Indeed, IIG is very happy, and IIG has an umbilical connection with the IMD, and it is very pertinent to organize this conference of 150 years of celebration. IIG and hosting is given an opportunity. Radar meteorology is a cornerstone in modern weather prediction and analysis. It is the science that combines radar meteorology with atmospheric studies to observe and understand weather phenomena. While the concept might seem technical, its application impacts all our life, society, from predicting storms to ensuring safe air travel economy. I was reading one of the articles by late S. Raghavan of the economy of space science, space technology, which has been published. We are currently living in the era of global warming, climate change, leading to an accelerated water cycle, extreme weather events, class 4, devastation, etc. In the current scenario, the weather radar data has proven to be of immense value in safeguarding life and infrastructure in urban planning and water management. Weather forecasting and water management play a critical role in the agriculture sector, energy sector, the critical sectors that directly contribute to the GDP of our nation. Hence, accurate weather forecast and human services by Indian Meteorological Department in these sectors are imperatively important for the society achieve the goals of Bharat's Amrit Kal, Vision 2047 of our country. It is very heartening to note that IMD has already taken steps, important steps, in their direction, and its plans to address and expand radar network across the length and breadth of country. I also congratulate IMD for launching the data supply portal to the research community, which is a huge step forward for advancing the research in meteorology and atmospheric sciences. In very brief, IIT operates radar in medium frequency to high frequency to VHF bands to probe the upper atmosphere and ionosphere starting from altitude of 1,000 kilometers an hour. The weather phenomena at those higher heights are called space weather, which in turn it connects with the lower atmosphere, weather in its lower atmosphere, and weather in the geomagnetic field and ionosphere, geomagnetic storm, atmospheric storms, etc. Many times we also observe that gravity waves originating from the deep convection region in the troposphere propagates all the way to the upper atmosphere and detected by our radars as well. On the other hand, charged particles from the Earth's magnetosphere precipitate in the Earth's atmosphere and influence the climate. Hence, the atmosphere, ionosphere, magnetosphere is a very highly coupled system and needs to be studied in an integrated manner. IIT scientists are very happy to be associated, collaborate with the meteorologists and atmospheric scientists on this basis in an integrated manner. In particular, on this occasion, I wish to thank Professor Ravichandran, Honorable Secretary MOES, Government of India, and Professor Mahapatra, DGIMD, Government of India, for giving IIT this opportunity to organize this campus at IIT. I am grateful to you, sirs. Once again, I welcome you all. iRAD 2025 at IIT, and students will be pleased to serve you with any kind of help, knowledge, and further. I wish all the delegates Happy New Year, very successful and productive conference. Have a wonderful stay in Mumbai, IIT. Thank you very much. Namaskar.
Thank you, sir, for your words of wisdom. Dr. M. Mahapatra is the Director General of Meteorology, IMD, and Third Vice President of WMO. Now I would request Dr. M. Mahapatra to deliver keynote speech on evolution of radars in IMD.
Namaskar, good morning to all of you. Respected Secretary, Minister of Earth Sciences, Dr. K. Raghavan, guest of honor of this today's inaugural program for iRAD conference, Professor V. Chandrasekhar, Colorado State University, our special guest and host, Professor A.P.D. Bree, Director, Indian Institute of Geomagnetism, my dear colleague, Sri Kamle, Head of Regional Met Center, Mumbai, Mr. Ravindra Kumar, Head of Upper Air Division and Radar Meteorology, Professor Tyagi, former DG of India Meteorological Department, Dr. R. Krishnan, Director, Indian Institute of Tropical Meteorology, Professor G.S. Bhatt, Indian Institute of Science, Bangalore, Professor Mukhopadhyay, ISER, Barampur, distinguished friends and colleagues from Ministry of Earth Sciences, India Meteorological Department, Indian Institute of Tropical Meteorology, and other peer institutes, friends from IAG, distinguished delegates for 7th Conference on India Radar Meteorology, dear students, ladies and gentlemen. At the outset, I congratulate all of you for being present here, sparing your time to participate in this 7th conference. I congratulate Operator Division of India Meteorological Department, Mr. Gajendra and the team for successfully organizing this program with the support of Regional Meteorology Center Mumbai, headed by Mr. Kamble, and Professor Dimri, Director, IIT Kharagpur, and his team. I especially congratulate Professor Dimri for being a host and providing all support to organize this event in Mumbai. I also congratulate Professor Chandrasekhar for his continuous support. I express the deep gratitude from India Meteorological Department for this growth of the conference, and we reach now the 7th. Behind this, there are many people who have supported. Many of them are present here, and we express our deep gratitude for your support, for continuous following of the research and development in the field of radar. I also take this opportunity to express my deep tribute to Professor S. Raghavan, the former Deputy Director General of Meteorology, who has made immense contribution in various fields of meteorology, especially operational meteorology, and specifically in radar meteorology. If I remember correctly, he has brought out a book on radar meteorology, which is followed by many within the country and outside. He has published a book on storm and socioeconomic impacts. It is of its first kind, if you just see the publication which we have come across in India. Especially his contribution goes towards the tropical cyclones. If you see the number of papers he has written on the case studies, and also he has attempted for the first time to develop a climatology of tropical cyclones based on radar. He could, at that time, now we are talking about the data processing, we are talking about AI, but he himself, just like Bharat has done on satellite, to find out the intensity of the cyclones, find out the location of the cyclones, the technique which has been developed in 1972-73, nobody is able to venture to that field till now, and nobody is able to challenge Bharat so far. Like that, the climatology of tropical cyclones, which has been developed by Raghavan Saab, has not been challenged so far. So this is the greatest contribution scientifically, I will tell. He has considered all the manual images collected by the analog radars, and he has composited it and found out what will be the size of the eye, what will be the structure of the eye, what will be the spiral bands, what will be the outermost cells, what will be the squall line. And by that way, his understanding and research and development led to the growth of not only the radar meteorology, but also it helped the operational meteorologists to improve their services from nowcasting to short to medium range forecasting. There have been very good research papers published by Raghavan Saab. I will just request all of you, please visit MOSAM, which is completing 75 years this year. The first research paper's very vivid review has been brought out in 1997. In MOSAM you can find out. Thereafter another in 2003. Again in 2013, also when I requested, he was very kind enough to bring out another, and that considered all the Doppler radars. By 1997 it was only analog radars. So it is just a matter of inspiration and source of inspiration, Raghavan Saab, by which our young minds present here can be motivated and can bring out a lot of research. So what I find now, that even if we have come up with 39 radars, the number of research papers being published on radar meteorology, especially on Doppler radars, are quite few. it has to grow. It is a challenge. So all the young meteorologists, with the help of the old meteorologists who should bring out the new knowledge. They should bring out at least new climatology. Of course, there are certain attempts. Our colleague Amit is here, and when we were trying, I have told them to prepare the climatology at least of the convective systems, be it thunderstorms, be it the cyclones, or be it the monsoonal convections, based on the radar, just like Raghavans have brought out based on the Inaugural radars. At the same time, if you just look at the applications, there also we are lagging if you compare with the leading countries. The radar applications, which is the need of the hour to consider the nowcasting, even the very short range forecasting, are still needing a major boost and major motivation. And today's inauguration by Honorable Secretary Dr. Raghavan, the data portal, will certainly help all research communities to easily access the data from India Meteorological Department. I am happy to inform you that all data are available, and we are providing data free of cost for research purpose. And I am happy to inform you that in the last 2 to 3 years, there has been a quantum jump in requisition of the meteorological data, especially the radar data, and that we are providing almost free. We have not charged anyone who is telling that they want to go for research. At the same time also, there has been some development internationally. People have come off like development of rain alarm, and people are requesting similar informations to develop the prediction of rain or the thunderstorms, etc., by utilizing this one. There is a third area, gray area, where also we need research and development, that is the synthesis. We have got observational data, we have got the satellite data, we have got the radar data, and if you really want to utilize this information for very reasonable nowcasting, research and forecasting, you need a synthesis, especially satellite and radar synthesis, to identify the genesis, evolution, and the dissipation of various convective cells and hence the convective weather systems. So here we can have a lot of research. As all of us know that the software of the radars are still imported. We do not have, even if we are the ICD giants in the world, but we do not have our own software. We are dependent upon other countries. So I will urge upon the software meteorologists, those that are involved or may not be involved, they can utilize this to develop the indigenous applications and softwares. We have come a long way with the public-private partnership to develop radar in the country. There are 3 companies who have come up now, starting with first of the Bell in 1970s, the first public-private partnership developed in the country. After that, we have come up now, but still it is not fully make in India. We have to go a long way to go for the make in India. So that was public-private partnership. Already Secretary Minister is very much favorable towards that, and there have been certain initiatives towards that. We have gone for startup, but it is not coming up in that way what we expect towards the development of radar. So therefore there is enough scope there towards this software development. And the last one, of course, the hardware. Yeah, there were days, I'll just go little backward so that you can appreciate how the country has come up with the hardware in the beginning, but in between we lagged. We depended on others. Just to tell about that, at first I congratulate all of you on this occasion of 150 years of IMD. There has been many evolutions with respect to various components of meteorology, say for example, operational meteorology. For example, with respect to observations, then modeling, then forecasting, early warning, etc. We started with the surface observations, as of know that the first observation came in 1785 by Mr. Pierce in amateur form. Then of course we came 1793 Madras Court, starting with thermometers and barometers, etc. Afterwards we came with wind vane and anemometers. And finally it was going on, surface observation was expanding in the country. We could develop the rainfall map, we can develop weather charts. First weather charts came in 1878. But there was no observations from the upper air. The first observation came in 1905 with
pilot balloon, you can say, following the through light, and that grew gradually. And that 1905 observation came because of the aviation. So the first flight from Allahabad to Karachi that necessitated the observations. And first observation was taken and that was utilized to take off the flight. To follow that, when the World War came, there was a major boost because people understood by the World War time that we need radar observations, and radars also got the attention. The radars were developed during the Second World War, especially. And as India was part of the World War, there were many remnants from the World War. With those remnants, in 1953 or before, IMD came up with the development of the radar. Of course, the first radar was established in 1953-54 in Safdarjung, in Damdam, Kolkata. That was not indigenous. But in 1958, the indigenous radar came up in the country with Professor L.S. Mathur, the then DG of IMD. He led the team from the remnants of the World War II, the radar was developed. And I would say that was the first indigenous Make in India program which took place in IMD. So that was the journey started in 1958. And thereafter we know that the country was being devastated and loss of lives were in thousands and lakhs because of the cyclones. And especially when the cyclone hit the Andhra Pradesh coast in 1969 and 1970 and 1971, there's another cyclone which hit Odisha coast in 1971. Every time more than 10,000 people died. At the same time, in 1973, lakh people died in Bhora cyclone in Bangladesh. All these led to UN fire in the country. And cyclone committee was instituted. Dr. P. Poteswaran, worldwide, he was the chief of the World Cyclone Program. And then the Cyclone Program came into existence, and here in the country also we came up with the program. In 1973, India became recognized as the WMSK Parliamentary Research Center to provide guidance to different countries. But that cyclone committee, headed by Cabinet Secretary, suggested that we should have 11 cyclone detection radars all along East and West coast. So the radar meteorology got a boost in 1970s. From first radar came up in Visakhapatnam in 1970 to 1975. Last radar crossed Bombay in 1975. It came to Bombay. So we have the 11 cyclone detection radars. First one was addressed for the East Coast. So that gave a guarantee that since it was S-band radar, it has got a range of 500 kilometers. So roughly 1 to 2 days ahead of the cyclone hitting the coast, it was captured. So I will say that not only it helped in detection, but also it helped in improving our lead period to provide the cyclone warning. So therefore we can assume that at least 36 hours in advance we would warn because of the radar. If a particular coast is vulnerable or threatened by the approaching cyclones, number one. Number two, the missing of the cyclones near the coast was completely avoided because of the radars. So that was a major breakthrough, I will say, not only the radar, but also the entire meteorological processes for the country. Then the effort went on. This cyclone detection radar, which came up in 70s, continued for a long time. It worked more than, you can say, 25 years. Even when 1999 before Odisha cyclone came, at that time also radar was working in Paradise. But due to the heavy rain and winds, etc., the building got affected and radar was closed in between. But I have to say that till then, the radar was working. And it would provide the analog images, and those images were structured, and the radar bulletin was generated by that time. Because image cannot be transmitted by the teleprinter or the telegram, so it was decoded. The convective cloud organization structure was decoded, and a format was generated how to inform the forecasters about the particular cyclone. So that was, you can say, the software development in a manual form. And now we have got automatic generation of bulletin based on the radar. Every 10 minutes we get a picture and we come up with a bulletin about the structure of the eye, center of the eye, the open eye or closed eye, or you have got the spiral bands, how many spiral bands, etc. And then you got the outer cells. Now all these things are captured up to 4 to 5 digits decimal points. So it is almost accurate at present. So that has been the progress with respect to the Doppler radar. When it came up, the first Doppler radar came in Chennai, and the East Coast, the 4 radars came up. Then afterwards we came with the West Coast. Of course, West Coast came later because the importance is given to East Coast because of their proceeding cycles. So not only that, as Tagisa was telling during the modernization program, also we came up with the proposals for augmenting the radar systems, and that was followed up afterwards. And now we've got the 39 radar, and 40th radar is coming up in Raipur, and 41st radar will be the Mangalore. So not only is this one, in between also there is a lot of interventions. It is not like that after 70s we came up in 2002. In 80s and 90s, if you remember, there was cellular radar, Vega radar, so many types of radar. Especially there were expert radars and fluid finding radars. And finally we came up with, towards the end of 90s and beginning of 2000, the EEC expert radar. There are 15 places in the country we put up the EEC expert radars. And that helped in better detection of the thunderstorms, squalls, and gusty winds, etc. So by that way, there is results. And finally, we came up now with a proposal to procure 34 radars, and it will perhaps the countries are poor in nature. They cannot afford for all these radars even. So we can hand over these and we can help them for their knowledge and experience and expertise, so that they can also utilize over the period with the World Bank, etc. All these poor countries are coming up with the radars. They need support. And towards this direction, I am happy to inform you that we have conducted a number of radar training programs in the recent time, last 2 to 3 years, I will tell you, be it UAE, or be it Saudi Arabia, or be it Bangladesh, or Myanmar. We have conducted these programs for training to the radar meteorologists in these countries. I think this process will go on, but to ensure that, we have to empower ourselves. So I thank Dr. Ravichandran for his able guidance and time-to-time intervention to suggest us the various programs to be taken up to improve the radar meteorology. So thank you, sir, for making it possible to be present here, and we are blessed here to listen to you about the future programs and policy and plans which we can take off to improve our operation aspects and also the research and development to support the operations. So once again, I congratulate all of you and thank you very much.
Thank you, sir, for such an inspiring speech. Dr. M. Ravichandran is the Serving Secretary to the Government of India in the Ministry of Earth Sciences. He is a well-known scientist and recognized globally with experience in all fields of Earth system science, including ocean and atmospheric science. Now let us have the pleasure of listening to the inaugural address by Dr. M. Ravichandran.
Dr. Mahobatra, Director General of India Meteorological Department, Professor Chandrasekhar from Colorado State University, Dr. Dimri, Director, Indian Geomagnetism, Sri Kamle and Kajender, and distinguished audience present here, Professor Tyagi, Dr. Krishnan, Dr. Narayana Rao, Professor Bhatt, and Dr. Mahobatra. Many people, many friends and colleagues are present here, various session chairs, colleagues and friends from various institutions, participants and invitees. So this particular iRAD is unique because this iRAD, 7th iRAD, is coincide with the important milestone of IMD. It is 150 year of IMD's contribution to the nation. I think it is coincide with that. Also, it is very important that this particular year, also we have a lot of things to do in terms of radar meteorology. And also I congratulate for IMD for bringing out the radar portal data, that is the data portal, for providing various radar data sets. And also, I congratulate Dr. Partha for the book, for the release of the book, and also thanks to Dr. Tyagi for bringing out the commemorative volume of the none other than Sri Raghavan, who has contributed immensely to the radar from the fundamentals to many other things. I think Dr. Mahapatra already mentioned about various how it is evolutionary things happen in terms of radar and its applications and many other things, how various things. If we want to improve our day-to-day forecast, that is our main objective, especially in short term, how to improve the forecast. For improving forecast, the fundamental pillar, of course, I always tell that it is observation, observation, observation. In this observations, of course, you know there are many things on in situ observations, and there are about remote sensing as well. Under the remote sensing, of course, the key may be both radar as well as satellite. But this radar observation is very, very important, especially for making the short-term forecast in the maybe few days time scale. In this aspect, of course, IMD has contributed a lot in the recent years, especially installing many radars in the last 10 years. Now, as of now, 39 radars from IMD and also some 5 or 7 radars from IITM and other places also installed. So there are many radars able to contribute, that means observe the things, whatever is happening. I think it is important that this radars contributing many things, but we want to know all over India, every country of our India, each place we want to continuously monitor. For that, we want to go for new augmentations. Under this particular year, we have started with the new mission. You all may be knowing that the mission Mausam. Under the mission Mausam, the important activities or important deliverable is installation of at least another 80 more radars. At least now about 40 radars are there. Another 80 radars has to be installed in 1 or 2 years. So that 120 radars has to be continuously monitoring in India, so that no weather system is unnoticed by any of our country. So that is the main target, so that we can significantly improve our nowcast at any point of time. That is the first and important milestone we have planned for mission Mausam. And also, you know that for short-term forecast, it is not only important the radar observations, reflectivity is important, but also we need to have a vertical wind profiler. So we are also planning to go for many places, the vertical wind profiler and radiometer together, so that at least 15 locations in 1 or 2 years we plan to install vertical wind profiler and radiometers to both observe the wind profile as well as the temperature and humidity profile, so that we can assimilate these to improve our forecast capabilities. Having said that, now we are going to have more than 120 radars in next 1 or 2 years. So we will be able to observe many things, but the important thing is there are 4 things are remaining. It is a challenging task, we need to be worried about it and we need to do about it. That is number, if we install 120 radars or whatever the number, we need to maintain and we need to manage and we need to also understand various processes and we need to assimilate for the better forecast. All these things, I am afraid, we don't have resources available in our country. I think it is imperative that we need to develop more and more human resources in this area. It is not only for maintaining and managing of the radar, but also how to utilize the radar data effectively, and also we need to have how we can improve the various forecast things. For that we need to have more and more understanding. So once we have installed the radar, now we need to have, maybe we don't know how do we quantify the precipitation, whether we have enough number of disprometers and other things. So we need to install ancillary observing system in order to improve the capability of radar observations for understanding various processes in our regions. As you all know that now the process or various meteorological processes are changing both space and time very significantly. It has become narrow and narrow. The spatial domain of processes are extremely ones, and many things are happening much more in the recent years. So we need to understand the process much more than what we were earlier. So I think we need to observe various other factors related to various processes, what is happening. I think we need to understand from the data what is available. Actually, what the radar data, though we are using and significantly improved the recent forecasting by IMD in the recent years, but at the same time, we are not even using 10% of the radar data. We are just seeing some images, we are trying to use the nowcast, and also the amount of information available from the radar data, it is huge. I think we need to open up the data, and I think rightly they have opened up now. I think not only from meteorological backgrounds, but also from other backgrounds, maybe engineering graduates and other people, we need to provide the data. They can look at it differently, maybe using various techniques like AIML and other things, and they can understand what are the things are happening at different places, and they can contribute to the understanding for the science of cloud microphysics and other things. I think we need to involve various new youngsters in order to understand the processes, what is happening using AIML data. When we are talking about various applications, apart from assimilation, so that we can improve, then there are so many things which we need to utilize the data. We have also in the coastal locations, we have many high frequency radars. It will also provide the waves and winds in the ocean. And there is this radar, whether we can utilize together to monitor sea breeze and land breeze. Or maybe we can use this radar information for the lightning, maybe trickery mechanism, or understanding the process. Yesterday I heard something new things from Professor Chandrasekhar, whether we can see from the radar about how the ice formation is happening. From that, whether we can pre-warn at least a few minutes before the lightning strikes, or after lightning, what is happening, the ice crystals in the cloud. All these things we can monitor. I think we each one look at different aspects so that we enhance our knowledge about the cloud microphysics, so that we can contribute to the forecasting system in various aspects. Also, we need to, as Kamavata mentioned about, we need to validate this data with the various observations, like especially distrometer and other things. We need to quantify the precipitation, and also we need to merge this product with the satellite data, so that in a mobile app, everybody should have radar and satellite merged product wherever I go. That's the way it has to bring out, at least it has to be directly usable to the user, so that people should know where I am, what is, at least it will be helpful for the nowcast. So they can, themselves, they can decide some of the decision-making processes. So I think we need to have more and more innovation. For that, we need to bring out more students so that they can look at differently from the radar data, so that they can contribute to the systems. I think there are many interesting features we can bring out from the radar data, and we have, as I mentioned, that the most important thing is we need to build more and more capacity. So for that, we need to plan, maybe at the end of this conference, maybe we can think about what are the recommendations, because we need to have more manpower to spearhead this radar itself. So what is our way forward? We have to think about it, and I am looking forward to some of the actionable recommendations from this conference, so that we can have better utilization of the radar. And also, if it is need more or anything else, then we can demand, so that we can cater that particular requirements in order to improve our various short-term forecasts as well as for various applications. I sincerely wish you all Happy New Year, as well as this workshop, this conference, a huge success, and I'm very keenly looking at the important recommendation from this conference so that we can do actionable event in the coming year. With this, thank you very much, and thank you IIT for hosting this wonderful workshop at IIT. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for your words of wisdom. May I now request
While I was introducing the past chairs, two of them were missing and they have arrived now. So I don't have my slides, I have put your picture up. So let me recognize Dr. Balaji Narasimhan. He was the chair. And after that, Professor Saurabh Das from IIT Indore, Balaji Narasimhan from These are the past chairs of the iRAD, and now they are here.
Okay. Proceeding further, may I now request Dr. M. Mahapatra, DGM, to kindly felicitate our Chief Guest, Secretary MOES, Dr. M. Ravichandran, for his continuous support and guidance by presenting him shawl as token of our gratitude for sparing his precious time to grace this occasion and enlightening us with wisdom. Now I request Sri S.G. Kamble to kindly felicitate Dr. M. Mahapatra, DGM, for his continuous support and guidance for execution of iRAD 2025 event. Thank you, sir. I request again Sri S.G. Kamble to kindly felicitate Professor A.P. Demri, IIG, for his support to organize the event. Thank you, sir. Now I request Sri Gajendra Kumar to kindly felicitate Professor V. Chandrasekhar as an expression of our gratitude. Now, I would like to invite Sri S. Kamble, Head RMC Mumbai, to propose vote of thanks to all present here for their kind cooperation and making this event a success.
Good morning, everyone. Respected dignitaries, esteemed guests, and fellow participants. On the behalf of organizing committee, I would like to express my heartfelt gratitude to each and every one of you making this inaugural session a grand success. We are deeply honored to have the presence of our esteemed dignitaries, Professor Chandrasekhar, Saravana University, Professor A.P. Demri, IIG Director, Dr. M. Mahapatra, Director General of IMD, and Honorable Secretary Dr. M. Ravichandran, MOES. Sir, your insightful addresses and keynotes speeches have set the tone of a productive and engaging conference. I would like to thank the convener, Sri Gajendra Kumar and his team, for his tireless efforts in organizing this event. Your dedication and leadership have been instrumental in bringing us together, sir. I would also like to thank Dr. Tyagi, Dr. Krishnanji, Dr. R.V. Sharmaji to have your presence here, sir. To our participants, we appreciate your enthusiasm and interest in radar meteorology. We hope this conference will provide a valuable platform and knowledge sharing, collaboration and networking. Once again, I thank all of your presence and the contributions. Let us look forward to a fruitful and engaging conference. Thank you very much. Jai Hind, Jai Bharat. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Now it is time for concluding this inauguration event. But before that, may I request you all to rise and sing together the national anthem.
पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्राविड उत्कल बंगा विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्चल जलधि तरंगा तव शुभ नामे जागे तव शुभ आशीष मांगे गाहे तव जय गाथा जन गण मंगलदायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे.
Thank you, one and all. Kindly join us for a group photo to be taken place outside the hall, followed by high tea arranged outside in the lawns. Thank you. Attention please, we will take photograph here itself. Kindly all please wait. All the dignitaries are requested to come onto dais for a group photograph or in the front of the dais. All participants, please keep standing in your seats.
थोड़ा इस तरह इस सर थोड़ा पीछे आना पड़ेगा सबको पीछे आना पड़ेगा
Sir, this is. Oh, sorry, मैं आपके सामने आ गया.
हाँ, यहाँ पे आ जाओ टॉप पे.
चला अपन भी.
सब देना. मैंने पहले त्यांचा फोटो काढून
आएगा चेयर आएगा नहीं देख ले आ रहा है रेडी रेडी हाँ रेडी वेट वेट आएगा रुकना रुकना हाँ रेडी स्माइल आपको लेना दादा आ रहा है शुभम भाई एकदा फ्रेममध्ये सजायचं आहे हो गया वन मोर थोड़ा चाहिए साइड में करो पीछे आ जाओ दादा पीछे कटे हो गया एक मिनट डन थैंक यू आ गया बहुत ले
खड़ा हो जाता है टेक्निकली यहाँ आ जाते हैं लाइन आगे सब अच्छा
लोग बोलते थे अरेंज कराने का था
लेकिन बोलने तक सब हो गया अनाउंसमेंट न तो वो क्या जो जहाँ बैठा है वहीं खड़ा हो जाता है सबका फेस आता है
नहीं अभी बाहर लग जाऊँगा उधर जाना पड़ेगा टी ब्रेक के उधर लेना
सुबह 4 बजे का टाइम मिलेंगे
दो फोटो है क्या
नरेंद्र ऐसे में नहीं आएगा सबको हटाना पड़ेगा
सबको हटाना ही पड़ेगा
उनको बोलना पड़ेगा उनको बोल देना पड़ेगा